beautiful.
Spring is here.
Technically spring started a couple weeks ago, but I feel like it's actually here.
So today we are going to take off the skirting of the camper and we're going to show you guys how it held up, and I'm also curious how the adhesive on the back of it, how it's affected the side of the camper.
Yeah.
Hopefully it hasn't.
Hopefully. We use the aluminum duct tape, not the typical like sticky duct tape. It's like a metal tape for duct work. Anyway, allegedly it's not supposed to affect the camper at all. We have not messed with this stuff since we put it on back in, I think, November, December. Yeah. It's been on here for several months. Our hope is that we can kind of keep these foam pieces, so heaven forbid we have to do winter RVing again. We'll have it pre-cut to the size and shape of our camper. So hopefully they all come off intact and we can store them.
And hopefully it didn't damage the camper. I don't think it has. I think we'll number them as we take them off, and then if we need to use them again, they're ready to go.
Ready to do it?
I'm ready.
This also means the camper can move again, so brace yourselves. Trips are coming. We're gonna start in the front right corner of the camper, numbering the bottom right corner of each piece. So I'm gonna do that first, and then I think we're gonna take off the tape and just kind of stack them up, and hopefully they're still all intact. There are 17 pieces of foam. 17.
Remember that for next time.
For next time. I said I'm just basically saying this all to you guys so I can go back and reference it for myself. Oh, it's kept the camper nice and clean where it's been, but it's not pulling off anything. Alright, on the white stuff.
Okay, we'll pull that off as much as we can and then start taking them off. Oh.
Well, shoot. Let's go the other direction. So if you have decals, maybe go the opposite direction. Yeah. Well, nothing we can do about that. Be free, camper. Be free. We're gonna actually use our own camper steps here for the first time in months.
All right, I might need help moving.
Okay.
Hey! Look at that.
We never really came up with a better system for this, but it worked. We've had some crazy storms these past few weeks. I hope everyone's staying safe. But even with these winds that we've been having and everything, none of this blew off. I am shocked. Getting some fun spiders here, Mike. Here, do you want this?
No, I'm good.
Here, Mike, you want it? Fun fact, you guys, Mike hates spiders. I'm pretty sure it's been almost 6 months since we moved the camper. We've owned this and lived in it for 5 years, and that has been the longest period of time that this thing is not rolled. So it makes me a little bit nervous. I know that tons of people, you guys have to put your campers in storage for months on end just because of logistics, and then pull it out and they're totally fine. But send some positive thoughts our way because I am just super nervous about getting this back on the road.
And we are going to be doing some upgrades. We are replacing some of the fenders. So we talked to you guys about that when we put the skirting on. We actually had to remove the fenders on both sides to get the skirting on to have an even surface. And once we got to looking at them, they're actually broke. So we have fenders to replace. We have some upgrades to share with you guys. We have an update on our solar coming up. So make sure that you guys are following along because we are going to be doing some really exciting upgrades in upcoming videos. I just want to say one thing that Callie's on camera this week. She's fine. When Callie doesn't show up on camera, people ask
get concerned.
She's fine. She's enjoying literally her best life on the farm here.
We actually took her to the property recently. I can't wait to share that with you guys because it's her first time over at the new property and she had a lot of opinions on it.
Hey!
Yay! Now we get to store it all. I always say you can tell when we're back home because I end up right in the back of a pickup, inevitably, with some job to keep a hold of something. So that's my job currently. Make sure none of this blows out. To Mike because I literally never had to crawl underneath the camper this winter. Every time the tanks needed emptied, he was the one crawling through the muck and the mud and the freezing cold underneath there. So thank you to the hero of the day, Michael, for taking care of all that this winter. I do, contrary to popular belief, empty the black tank occasionally. Rarely, some might say. But I do know how to do it and I have done it, but I did not do it at all this winter.
So if you notice one thing about our camper, we have the old style scissor jacks and we have upgraded our stabilizers to this brand new stabilizer from Snap Pad. Now, normally you see snap pads or snap jacks on fifth wheels and they came out with this new line for travel trailers with scissor jacks. These things are fantastic. We can actually get rid of those orange stabilizers now and not have to carry those around everywhere. But these have actually been on here for several weeks and they've held up really well. They got this big, thick rubber padding on the bottom, which helps keep it stable. So yeah, these things are super easy to install. I've been really happy with them so far. And if you guys are interested in them, putting them on your traditional style scissor jacks on your travel trailer, I'll put a link down below. The skirting's off. It's super windy, so sorry about that. But we're excited to get in, clean this camper up some, get the new fenders off, do some upgrades. We're so excited to share that stuff with you guys too.
I hope that the skirting helped you guys if you do decide to do it. The only thing I would change is to try not to put that tape over your decals and or when you take it off, be really careful around the decals. Otherwise, I think it all held up great. Didn't damage the camper at all, so all in all, happy with that.
Or just don't winter RV.
You know what? Just go south of the winter.
Warm.
Go warm weather. Don't do what we did.
Anyway, we're so excited to share some more adventures upcoming with you guys. Love you guys. What's your first trip that you're gonna do this year? Let us know down below.
If you're ahead of us and you've already taken your first trip, please tell us about it so we can live vicariously. We're right behind you, but we're hitting the road soon.
See you guys next time.